Hi, I'm Christopher Borgatti, and we're here at Borgatti Raviolis and Egg Noodles, which was opened November 28, 1935 by my grandparents, Lindo and Maria Borgatti. With our ravioli machines, this one happens to be the large ravioli machine. We have 3 sections on the top where the filling is put into the middle section and gets pushed down into the tubes, which is going to be formed with the die, and there's dough in the back, dough in the front. They all kind of meet and they have this marriage together, and as they come off the machine, they cascade down onto the boards with the cornmeal where they get cut, and then these boards are placed on the rack. They're taken off the rack and then they're going to be packed into ravioli boxes. This particular one will have 27 raviolis in each box. The history of this store goes back to, of course, to my grandparents, who immigrated from Emilia-Romagna, Italy. They were in their teen years when they came to the United States. And of course they started to, as they said back then, they probably used to court, we say dating. And in 1907 is when they got married. So basically, because Grandma had some recipes, they decided to open up a little shop here. And we're gonna be here, 89 years? And my father, Mario, after serving in World War II, was the son who continued to run the business for many years. I worked with my dad almost 40 years, and now my family's been working with me the last so many years because my wife came aboard and started an online business to ship our products. Our children, of course, went to college. They made a decision to come back to Borgatti's to be part of this, I like to call it a story. What I'm making here right now, of course, is a batch of fresh spinach pasta. What we have in the top here, of course, is the mixer. So when we start out, we put our flour in it with eggs and water, but because this is with the spinach, we put in the cooked spinach leaf as well as a spinach powder, which is made from the vegetable where they dehydrate it. It becomes a powder. I'll turn the machine on. You'll see where these rollers are. Okay, so these 2 rollers are turning, and that would be the kneading process of crushing this dough mixture together. You start to pull some of this mixture out. I'm gonna grab it from underneath. You'll see it starts to, like, it puts it together. It's just a process of adding onto it so you could build up the batch of dough. And we got about 35 pounds of dough here. My objective is just to get this all out, put it all together, and then I have to spend time with it, working it through the rollers. And these rollers, I adjust the space in between them with this handle here. I'm gonna take a piece off. I'll bring this over here. Then I'll take it off to this side where we have a cutting bench in order to cut this into sizes to use for the noodle cutting machines. So when they come in, we'll take the dough that we just made, we'll weigh it up on the scale for them, and then cut the selected size they would like, their spinach pasta to be. I feel it gives me a purpose for being here, because when they come here and say, I come all the way from here or there to shop here and all, I go, well, thank you, because it gives me a reason to be here. So it's we appreciate it very much, because it does help sustain us and keep the culture and the history of this store here in the Bronx.